Hershey chocolate, real milk chocolate. We grew up going to Hershey Park. Hershey. Hi, I'm Lindsay from My Better Batch, and today we're gonna make my favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe. This is a simple recipe, no need to chill the dough, we're not using brown butter. It's a recipe that my grandmother made. The only difference is that I'm using butter versus Crisco, but you still could use vegetable shortening if you'd like. This recipe is easy, it's consistent, and it's delicious. Here's what you're gonna need. 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk, 2 sticks or 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 1 milk chocolate bar chopped into small pieces. We're gonna start by combining our dry ingredients. This is our flour, our baking powder, baking soda, and our salt. We're just gonna whisk this together until it's combined and set it to the side. So right now we're creaming the butter and the sugar and the vanilla together. This is something you can do with a stand mixer or a hand mixer. If you're doing this by hand like I am, it could take a few minutes to cream these ingredients together. But when it's complete, you should have something that looks like this. It's really well combined, it's light, and it's fluffy. And now we're ready to add our other ingredients. All right, so now we're gonna add in the egg and the egg yolk. Adding just an egg yolk from that second egg is gonna give our cookies a tender texture. It adds moisture, richness, and a slightly denser structure to our cookies. All right, so now we're ready to add in our dry ingredients. So we're gonna add them in slowly, about 1/3 at a time. It's really just to prevent a big mess. And it's gonna get harder and harder to stir. This is where an electric mixer or a stand mixer really comes in handy. So we're gonna add the second third, keep stirring to combine. You can add the last little bit. When you get to this point, you may see a little bit of flour left on the surface. This is okay. It'll get combined when we fold in the chocolate. So today I have combined a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So that's the traditional chocolate chips. I also have taken 1 Hershey bar and just cut it up into small pieces for a little bit of milk chocolate and dark chocolate. This is also the point where you could add in some of your favorite other items. Some people like pecans, peanuts, toffee, M&Ms. The sky's the limit, so you really can make it your own. So we are just gonna fold that in. So you're gonna get the last little bit of flour folded in. You're gonna get your chocolate nice and combined. I think we're ready to go. Now we are gonna use our 1½ tablespoon cookie scoop. This is a tool that really was a game changer in my kitchen. I used to use spoons in my finger, but what that did was really get a lot of different shapes and sizes, which led to inconsistency in baking. As you can see, this gives you a consistent scoop every time. So now we're ready to go into the oven. We're gonna put 1 of these sheets in the oven at a time. While the first batch is in the oven, I'm gonna actually show you a trick. A lot of people like to see the chocolate chips on the top of the dough, and one way that you can make sure that you do that consistently every time is just by studding the top with some extra chocolate chips. So I'm just gonna put a few chocolate chips on the top, and that will ensure that every cookie looks perfect. Here are our finished chocolate chip cookies. You can see that we have the regular chocolate chip cookies that we simply scooped in and put right on the tray. And then we've got the chocolate chip cookies that we studded with a few extra chocolate chips. You even could add more if you like a really chocolatey, chewy chocolate chip cookie. So you can see they are chocolatey. They're a little bit underdone in the center. That's actually my favorite part. I know you'll enjoy them as much as we do. Thanks for watching My Better Batch.